Cappies. Hi, cross watchers. This is I'm Sharon, Intuitive Empath, and you're watching ProjectFEVtarot and more. Welcome to my channel. Thanks all newbies. Hi, subscribers. I love you guys. Can I just say I get so excited when I log in and I see that my number's going up. I don't know why that. It's like, I just love that there are people interested in tarot and there are people interested in messages and you know, they just guys just need help or need a message and trust the divine and divine guidance and believe in spirit guides and things like that. Oh man, it's so wonderful. This is just really starting to expand into a whole new realm and a bunch of followers, and I love it. I love to see the community and the family of intuitive peoples grow. Okay, love it. I just love it. Okay, so I didn't realize it was turning out to be this way, but it turned out to be a singles read and a couples read. So I have a feeling Cappy couples or yeah. Okay, so I've already done the shuffle and stuff like that. All right. I have a feeling that the couples read is going to be, there's something going on with you guys. And there is. Okay. So, oh my God. All right. Wow. 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 Wowie, wow, wow. Three of Pentacles. Oh, well, there at least is some hope at the base of the bottom of the deck. Okay. Ground yourself, Cappy. I have a feeling that this is going to be a doozy. Okay. So for this Capricorn love read, there shouldn't be cross watchers. You understand me? Unless you're a wife or a husband or in a committed relationship with the Cappy, or there's some type of divine relationship that you guys are in separation, kind of what's going on with you guys, okay? Because this is some real ish that's going on right now for Cappies in relationships. Oi to the vey. Oi to the vey. We're going to get through this. I just want everybody to know. It just got real. It hit the fan. There's a whole bunch of bull going on, okay? But there's some good energies on the table. And although a lot of this is intellectual energy and it's anxiety and, you know, there's a lot of feeling of overwhelm, it's okay. There's also good cards on the table here. There's good cards on the table, or there's good energies being represented here. So I feel like this situation can be salvaged. Any of the cards on the table based on choice can be turned from the reverse into the upright. Okay, I'm not saying just this read. In general, any of the energies that are here can be switched in their duality based on the activation of your energy from your choice, initiated with your choice or your intent. So if you move forward with the intent of fixing the situation, any of these energies that are already represented here, because the energy is already here, you can change it. Okay, that's how we change and manifest destiny. Okay, by acting on a choice with intent for the outcome. And consistently pursuing that outcome with our energy and our intent until it's achieved. Okay, so with that being said, what the hell, Cappies? Oh my God. Okay, let's not get overzealous here, okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You guys aren't speaking your truth. Okay? And I think your truth isn't clear about whatever this relationship is. Your truth isn't clear. It is clouded as all get out. You've lost your footing, your stability, your grounding, and you're not even sure how you feel anymore. Like there's just literally so much going on in your heart space. And here's an interesting turn of events. Your heart space is like the logical space with the sword energy, and your head space is the emotional space. So it's almost like you're not even using your emotions to make this decision, but you're kind of thinking like, what do I even feel? Do I even feel anything for this person anymore? Is there even any emotional value to the situation anymore? What do I feel? And you're going into your thought to go, what do I feel? Do I even feel anything? And it's like your thought isn't going to tell you what you feel. You have to drop into your heart space. Okay, so I just did a reading for Cappies in general, for single Cappies, or, you know, potentially, you know, ones that are looking for a relationship or are kind of in a situation. But I feel like you guys have the same kind of energy going on, Cappy, where it's like you guys are in between, like a mask is on and you're presenting this egocentric persona to kind of protect your heart space, but your heart space isn't even open. So what are you protecting? You're not expressing anything emotionally anyway. There's no vulnerability there. It's almost like it's perceived vulnerability, but it's not. It's not vulnerability if it's perceived vulnerability. And I think in this situation, what I see from the general acknowledgement on the cards is that building on the energy of the Two of Swords, which was the base of the deck in the last reading. So what's different about your situation is that this Swords is in reverse. Okay. But the mask and the Two of Swords energy is still represented there. So this has not been resolved. As a matter of fact, it went from the 2 to the 10. So the 2 is the past. So whatever you thought you may have reconciled, figured out, and acted on, or a decision you made, yeah, right now you're like, is it the right decision? Did I make the right decision? Is this the right decision? I'm looking for all kinds of evidence that this is the right decision. I don't even know what I feel. And I just feel like this is like the energy behind it. It's literally this almost, I want to say that you have like psychosis paralysis. You're literally like going into overload, and you're almost having an intellectual seizure. Like you just can't even process any more information and make any more decisions, and you just feel so overwhelmed. 9 of Wands. You just want, you know, like you took a knee. You took a knee. Can't even with the situation. You just took a knee. But here's the thing. There's only one cup. There's only one cup, and it's in the headspace. So, you guys, need healing. I think that this Mercury retrograde in Pisces really brought a lot of people back, or the recovery phase of the Mercury retrograde in Pisces has put people into their ego space. They're like, okay, that was way vulnerable. That was overexposing. I just emotionally expressed myself in a way that I wouldn't normally. And you're kind of like retracting back and reeling that back in. And I think that what this has kind of exposed for you guys in a relationship, Cappy, is, oh my God, do I even have feelings for this person anymore? Am I staying with them to maintain this kind of we're together, we're married, and we're making it work kind of facade, like this austere that we're doing well and we're stable? But internally, what's going on the inside is that this is really a burdening situation, and I feel overwhelmed. Anxiety is building, and I don't even know what I feel anymore. So I think the question has really become, what do I do? What do I do about this situation? I think you guys realize what you've been doing isn't working. Whatever you've been doing isn't working. It's not working. Yeah, you guys have the Six of Wands here. So, but it's in reverse. So there's a lack of admiration. There's a lack of respect between you and your partner. And that's really important, Capricorn. Like a lack of respect from your partner. That's like a death grip, okay? So let's kind of clarify what's going on here and get a little bit deeper into the energies that we're experiencing here. So, yeah. And you guys are even escalating beyond the Ten of Swords. So I feel like you guys have kind of reached the pinnacle. Like you've reached the uppermost point where it's like, okay, it's literally time to get out of here and take action. Okay, what action though? Okay, the Moon card is in the desired outcome. So this isn't the outcome, it's the outcome you want. And the Moon card represents delusions and confusion. Okay, so I think with it in the reverse position like this, you're trying to restore yourself to a center of clarity. You want to see things clearly. So when you move forward, because the action wands are here, the pillars on either side of the Moon card are the wands. So it is about taking action, and it is about taking action on your emotional self, which I think is why in your headspace you're like, okay, well, what is it that I do actually feel? Because that's going to determine what action I take. So what do I feel? What do you feel, Cappies? So you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out, but you don't know what your truth is yet. And I feel like for the month of April, you guys are going to be in a little bit of limbo because the Queen of Swords energy is coming out in reverse. There's still no clarity. At no point in April do you guys reach a consensus of clarity. And you guys haven't had your inner strength restored. And you guys are not ready to take action. I think that you're feeling or you're wanting, or okay, so this Knight of Wands is in the how you view your partner. Okay, so the masculine energy, your partner is viewing you like this. They want you to be the Knight of Wands and take action. And you're just like, well, I don't know what action to take yet. I'm still processing through what I feel, how I feel, if I feel anything. If you're the feminine energy and your partner is viewing you this way, it's because you want your partner to take action, Femmies. You want your partner to kind of step up a little bit more and take more initiative in this situation, and you're waiting on your partner. Not gender specific. This is about energy. You could be a male with a feminine energy, or you could be a female with a masculine energy. Okay, so this isn't about anatomical gender. Okay, it's not gender specific, it's energy specific. So who's ever in their masculine energy, you're really looking to your feminine counterpart to kind of they're looking at you like they want you to take action. And if you are the feminine, then you're looking to your partner like you want them to take action this time. Like, come on, you guys, like take a little more initiative. You want to see some initiative is what I'm getting from that. You're considering like going on your own, or I'm sorry, you don't want to break anything off. So I don't see divorce here. Divorce isn't on the table. Nothing catastrophic is on the table. I just think that you guys have lost a sense of what you feel for your partner. It's all become about day-to-day living. I see the Pentacles here twice. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles energy is on the table. So this is all about planting seeds, growing and tilling the soil. And it's almost about the farming process, really, you know, in life. Farming in life. planting the seeds, watering the seeds. So it's become about daily routine in life and paying the bills and kind of, you know, going to work, paying the bills, sitting down, talking shop, who cooks dinner. And it's become very routine, very monotonous. Okay. And although there are certain comforts that are kind of like there's an essence of this in your marriage or relationship or partnership, long-term partnership. It's kind of lost its spark. Okay, so I think the Knight of Wands card here represents that in a way that your partner's really kind of looking to you to kind of restore some of that sexual passion is what I feel is missing. And you can't, because you don't even know how you feel about this person right now. You're not in touch with your emotional self. Ace of Cups in reverse. There's no way to fill a cup that's upside down. So let's go to the advice cards to clarify, because the Fool is in the outcome or the answer position. It's in the reverse. Okay. So I think that you know, you really need kind of this young, spunky, spontaneous energy to be restored to you, but you need to feel motivated or inspired to do that. And right now you just feel kind of overburdened with the workload and kind of life and the monotony general way that it's played out. Like, you just, how can I be sexy and sexual and think about that when we've got 3 kids to put through college? And, you know, like, we've planted all these seeds and there's all this work to do. Look at all these things that need picking off of the tree. We've got all this work to do. So how can you possibly want me to focus on romance? Okay. Gotcha, Kathy, gotcha. But here, are you listening to your partner? Because they're speaking to you and they're saying something really important. Okay, that yes, paying bills and going through daily life and getting this stuff done is important, but keeping the spark alive in the relationship, you guys, keeping that sexual energy pensive and palpable, getting in touch with your emotional self and not getting into a rut. I mean, maybe you guys are okay with the rut, but your partner clearly isn't. Okay, and I think that this has, you know, caused you a degree of anxiety. But I think you got to realize, like, your partner doesn't want a divorce. They're not going anywhere. But that's not a reason to sit back and not take this seriously. But what I see in the cards is you guys are taking this so seriously, like, but you're going about it in a way that's non-emotional. It's kind of like, okay, if I dress in lingerie and show up in the bedroom and I do this, then this will happen. That's sexual energy. And your partner's like, no, the sex isn't, we're not connecting. Okay, so your partner, I think, is kind of telling you get back in your feels a little bit. So how do we get the 2 of Cups or the Lover's card to show up in this reading? Because we really, really need the power of the Sun. The Sun card, we need the power of maybe even the Death card. Put Scorpio energy on the table, which, I mean, nobody lights up a room sexually like a Scorpio does, right? Wank. Scorpionic energy, we could use the power of the Sun, the 2 of Cups energy, the Lover's energy for sure. Maybe even like, I mean, because the Knight of Wands is here, which is like, baby, fire me up. Let's get this poppin'. Like, we really need to reconnect sexually in a way that lights my fire. And you guys are just not feeling yourself in that regard in the bedroom. I am getting, this isn't going to resonate with everyone. Certain masculines out there that are anatomically male may resonate with the fact that because of all this overburdening stress, you're having a problem with sexual performance, impotence, because of the stress levels, because of the anxiety levels, because of the way that you feel overburdened. And you guys really deeply desire to move away from that energy and restore your own sex drive. So for some of you guys, you're not getting the stress or the pressure from your partner to participate in this. For some of you guys, the pressure is on for yourself to perform. You're like really being hard on yourself in your own head space of how do I get back to feeling turned on? How do I get back to feeling aroused by my partner and in this situation? And you're thinking your way through it, and you're really, you need to feel your way more through it. Okay, so let's get some cards. So release. I'm getting release. Okay, so yeah, here we go right away off the bat. Okay, so first card out is denial. Okay, I feel like there's like 4 more cards here. So we'll just let them all come out, and then we'll see how Spirit drives us. What direction Spirit. Okay. So we've got imagination and freedom in reverse, denial in the upright, and we've got fear and success. Okay, so fear in the upright, success in the reverse. All right. With the fear card in the upright, it's more intense. The fear is intense. The anxiety is intense. All of this is building because I feel like you're so focused on a successful outcome in the 3D world, like, you know, creating this steady, solid, either income or lifestyle or life in general, that you're so focused on success, like hyper focused, that you're micromanaging every little thing because you're so afraid that at any second you could lose it all and it all falls apart. Okay, so you're really being hard on yourself. Okay, and if you don't see it, you know, look at yourself in this reading. The denial is like, the denial is the wall between, not the window, it's the wall between the flow of fear out of the situation and the restoration of your freedom to be imaginative. Okay, you've become so locked in on this plan and working every little piece of the plan and putting all of the little pieces of the puzzle together that you've lost your sense of freedom. You have become overburdened by this load. Overburdened. Okay, so you don't feel free to explore anything creatively or imaginatively. And because there's no imagination, there's no sex drive. The sex drive has left you. Okay? So focusing on or thinking your way through this isn't going to bring anything more than increased impotence or increased decrease in sexual arousal. Okay? So let's read what the cards say. The positive affirmation for the fear card is, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. So that is probably why the Ace of Cups is here in the headspace in reverse. Because this is the card of new love, or a renewal of love, maybe in this essence. But I think that what you've really lost is your love for yourself. You're not in touch with your emotions towards yourself. You've become all about the box checking is what's coming through. Like, you check this box, check this box, check this, check next, task. Your to-do list doesn't include your partner or yourself. Okay, it has all of these, you know, these individual micromanaged agendas, but it doesn't include your partner. You need to put your partner on that list somewhere. To do, my partner, yes, you need to. To do, myself, yes, you need to. And then everything else after that, because it seems like your tenacity, you're in denial that this isn't working, you know, this isn't working. No matter how hard you work at it, it isn't working. Okay, so don't fear failure or a lack of success in the situation. The success card says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Well, that mirrors what it says in fear, the fear card. You know, about testing your resolve to live in the energy of love. So how do you get there? It looks like acceptance is what's being implied here. Acceptance that this is all going on, that you're not totally in control of this and you don't really have it on lock. And that's okay. It's okay, Cappy, that it's not perfect, that it's not going well. It's okay. It really, really is okay. It's okay to admit that too, to yourself and to your partner. It's okay to say, hey, I'm having a hard time with this. You don't have to say, I'm admitting failure. That's not what this is saying. It's just saying that I want success, but I think we need to work on successfully getting there together as a partner, or I could use a little help. Oh, Cappy, did I just drop the H word? Sorry. But I'm pretty sure that that's what the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is implying here in this energy as the basis of the situation, is for as much as you'd like to be able to admit that you handled this all on your own, your imagination isn't quite where it needs to be. Don't shoot the messenger, please. And you don't feel free to explore even your imagination. So the Freedom card says, I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Well, you don't. You don't have free will. You don't feel like you have free will. You feel like you're so devoted to all of these previous commitments, like your kids or college funds or the car payment or other bills, and you know, maybe it's time, maybe that's what the Queen of Swords energy is here. Maybe it's time to cut out all of these things from your life that don't serve the greater purpose for you. And, you know, just cut them out. Stop it. Maybe you don't need 380,000 channels on cable. Maybe you can get away with just like getting rid of the cable and just watching things on YouTube on the TV. There's smart TVs now. You can hook your computer up, you know, figure out how to save money, how to, you know, cut back, not be miserly necessarily, but, you know, maybe, I don't know what suggestions to make as far as that's concerned. That's where imagination comes in. And the affirmation on this card is, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I feel like we need to go to this card is drawing me in, and it's almost like, okay, that I read it and I understood it, but it doesn't make sense, is what I'm kind of picking up on. So let's clarify. Let's get some more clarifiers. Spirit, clarify for Cappy's the imagination card. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to explain denial first. Okay. That's probably why, because we missed the denial card. I acknowledge my fear. There you go. Acceptance. Acknowledgement is a good way to put it too. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Insight of awareness. Okay. So clarify imagination. Yes. I have no idea what's coming for you guys, literally. Ambition. Okay, ambition card came out in reverse. That's not even the right deck, yo. Although what's funny is those are the cards from the other Cappy reading. How did they get there? They're in a totally different deck. Look at, these are the cards from the Cappy reading for the singles that are in the Ganesh deck. I'm putting them on the table. I'm putting them on the table. We're going to go with it. Okay. Here we go. So, here's the order. Here's the order. Ambition in reverse. Okay. Yep. So here's what the card says in the upright, so you can kind of read it. The sanctuary in upright position. Okay. And forgiveness in the reverse. So I feel like what I'm being led to share, say with you is there's been a significant imbalance here, and it's been long-standing. Like the Temperance card isn't here, the Justice card isn't here, the Two of Cups card isn't here, the Two of Pentacles card isn't here, the Judgment card isn't here. All of the cards that are balance oriented or create balance are not on the table. So the energy of balance is not even here. The energy of living life with emotional self and logical self, not even represented on the table. Okay. And I think that that's indicative of a long-standing task. Okay. So it's become a question of over ambition. What are you ambitioning towards? Have you become so money focused? Have you become so material focused? Have you become so job focused and, you know, getting that promotion focused that you've lost sight of the other important things in life? Do you feel worried that you're financially in a situation where you can't make changes because of your ambitions? Okay. So do you feel trapped now that you've said that these are the things that you're going to do? Maybe that's what the Nine of Wands is doing here. But that's a self-entrapment. It's a self-created situation based on choice because the devil isn't here. Okay, so that's also not represented on the table. There's no major arcana card here coming through that indicates you're going through a phase or a cycle. This is all self-induced based on choice. So guess what? Did we not start out the reading by saying literally the overtone of the read is literally, that's why that came through as your message, is you have the power to change all of this by making different choices. This is not predestined by like the universe. There's nothing here that indicates that you're in a cycle, that the universe is at the helm. This is all choice. This is all by choice. So you can change this destiny by making different choices or not and continue to go through this. It's up to you. But if you want change, and I imagine you do, and that's why you're here watching the video, is this ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. Okay. Imagination. See, now that almost seems contradictory. That's what points out to me right now is, well, I'm being told to use my imagination in this one card, and then here it says beyond the mind's imagining. Well, Cappy, this card is representation of the divine. These are the soul's journey lesson cards. Okay. Where have you been imagining your life from? Thank you. From your own mind, from your own ambitions. So the universe is not calling you to use more of your own imagination for your own ambitions. If you want change and you want restitution in this situation, to put the burden down and to resolve the inner conflict and the lack of spark and spunk in your marriage, the imagination card isn't about this. It's not about the 3D. Okay? your highest good. Please use me for the highest good. Can you even imagine yourself being used in that way? And I like the way that it put here, and I'm being led to point this out. The divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. The divine plan. Not your big, great plan, but the divine plan. Okay? So, and then we had sanctuary come through in the upright. And this card reads, a sanctuary resides inside you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Okay? And where is your heart right now? In your head. I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm not. That's not what this is. I'm not being insensitive. It's just kind of cute. I mean, the way that the cards just bring the message back around, it's kind of like, yeah, okay. I'm kind of kicking myself for that. I can kind of feel that. Yeah. So claim sanctuary. And I really appreciate how this is speaking Capricorn to a Capricorn. Okay, so most of these cards are very like, and just surrender to love and the divine and give your heart over to all the things wonderful, butterflies, unicorns. No, not the sanctuary card. It's a Capricorn card speaking to a Capricorn. You hear this? This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Sit down. It's literally like, here, it's right on the card. You don't even have to listen to me. What the heck is that? That's something backing up in my sink, you guys. Oh my God, I'm leaving it. I have no idea what that's going to mean for some of y'all, but that's going to resonate with some of y'all as a sign, okay? I'm going to leave it in the video. Watch. Okay? So, yeah, it's like speaking very direct Capricorn language to you guys, you know? Enter, sit down on the throne of your own heart. You're doing this. This is happening today. This is happening right now, as a matter of fact. The universe isn't taking no for an answer, Cappy. It's getting as intense with you as you do when you get intense on your internal self. Okay, and then here's a tough love card. And please, like I said, don't shoot the messenger. Tough love card. Forgiveness in reverse. You're not being very loving and forgiving to yourself. Okay, because you're so preoccupied with fear of failure that you're so focused on, hyper-focused on success. Message in the forgiveness card is healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Okay, so isn't that interesting how that mimics the denial card? So here you go. You have two cards from two different decks that are confirming that there's some denial going on here. You're denying that this is as big a problem as it is. Denying it. No, it's not that big a deal. Meanwhile, boom. 9 of Wands is telling a little bit of a different story. So, advice, which is vital, outside of acceptance, let's give you guys something that really will resonate with Cappies, because I feel even still like you're taking a hard look at this information, but you're processing it through your logical self. You do realize you're watching a tarot video right now, and there is literally no logic to explain why any of this would be resonating with you right now. But no, it's okay. Wait, there's more, Cappy. Okay, so, I mean, essentially, you guys need a really big sign. Oh, maybe the gurgling sink that's backing up from the toilet that just flushed upstairs. isn't enough of the fact that the garbage is backing up on you guys. No, we'll go ahead and give you another sign. Okay, so let's go to a deck. Which one? Okay. Oh, the universe is bringing out the big guns. Okay, so this is about the journey within. This deck is serious. So when you have a serious problem, this deck is who you call. All of these? Oh, dang, Cappy. Okay. The universe just sent you a novel, and we will read from page 1. Please, patrons, open your book to page 1, chapter 1, verse 1. Okay? Okay, so we have relationships. How to focus on relationships. Develop true friendship. Have you forgotten that you're friends with yourself? Have you not been a very good friend to yourself or to your partner? Well, just wait. We've got a message for you. Be a true friend to others. You know, in Capricorn, I really feel like you guys have a great way of being a great friend. You guys really are great friends. You're like loyal to the end friends, okay? But I think in this situation and with this, I think that you guys there's an imbalance. Okay, so for as much as you'd like to call yourself a great friend, friendship isn't always about being there in the ways that you think you should be. Sometimes it's about being there in the way that the situation requires. Okay, so be a true friend to others. One who is there to uplift the spirit during both the best and worst times. Such friendships bring happiness and illumination. And I feel like I'm being led to bring up the denial card again. It's like, I feel like this card is really just saying like, no, I'm a good husband. No, I'm a good friend. No, I'm a good guy. I'm a good woman. I'm a good partner. I'm a good look at all of this stuff that I do. You're kind of like, I don't need to flirt more. We're fine. We're fine. Cappy, you're not fine. Your relationship's not fine. It's not okay. None of this is okay. I mean, it's not like tower and in danger or anything. It's true. But do you really want it to get there? Do you want to deal with it after if it's catastrophically damaged and broken and then try to reconcile, revive, and restore a relationship through the heartache of a tower moment? Or would you like to look at the situation with opportunity and be a bit more proactive? Because you have an opportunity right now to make different choices and shift the energy in this situation without it leading to catastrophe first. Okay, so the next card that came out is chapter 2, verse 2, overcoming obstacles. Servant leadership. Obstacles become blessings with the right angle of vision. Try to understand your life's lessons and persevere while humbly seeking shelter of the supreme beloved within your heart. Okay, so I think that there needs to be a restoration of the heart chakra, which is interesting because that was also the case in the singles read. So there's obviously some blocked heart chakras, okay? A real simple way of kind of restoring some balance there is to listen to vibrational frequencies that are specifically generated for the heart chakra to open that up again. Okay, so if you don't know where to start, I'll include in the description box a link to Higher Self or Higher Frequencies, which is another channel that I actually utilize for videos that they post for spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Okay, so we'll include that in there too so that you can kind of do some heart chakra work is what I see here. Chapter 3, verse 3, association. It's in relationships. So this is about how to improve the relationship. Even a moment's association with a saintly person can open the doors to spiritual perfection. Ooh, if you don't like that word perfection, you will now. Because I know you do, Cappies. The proverb says, Show me your friendships and I'll tell you who you are. Okay. So that's with that one. So the company you keep, is that what this is saying, Spirit? I want to have more clarity on that too. Okay, so the focus on this card for you guys is about the association with the one person can open doors spiritually. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be sent a guru or some type of spiritual advisor, someone who's going to help enlighten you spiritually. And you should be aware that this person is coming if they're not already in your life and giving you advice, or to seek spiritual advice from a guru that you may have already in mind, or someone that will show up for you, okay? I feel like spirituality is a big part of this. You guys have lost a spiritual center and you've become so 3D that you've lost your imaginative ability to see anything else in other dimensions, okay? Becoming very narrow-minded in your focus on that, and that's caustic in your relationship, okay? So this isn't just about sex in the 3D world. This is about a lot of your passion for your life, or your passion for the relationship, or your just passion in general has kind of left you to some extent, and you're kind of feeling almost like a nihilist, you know? If you've been considering depression medication, it could just be that your heart chakra is blocked, okay? Chapter 4, verse 4, a steady mind. Personal growth. Bhakti, the yoga of devotion, tells us that a life of mantra meditation, service, and association with enlightened people will keep the mind steady and provide the means to overcome bad habits and addictions. Okay, so I feel like a lot of what robs your energy is your constant focus on your thought processes. Processes? What's the plural form of process? Is processes? Yeah, that it's a habitual behavior that actually robs you of a lot of your energy. So if you don't have a lot of energy left over by the end of the day, or when you're, you know, in the mood, or your partner's in the mood, you just don't have the mojo, man. Your mojo low. You got low mojo. You need to restore your mojo. Okay, shut up, Sharon. So I feel like this plays a part in the guru, finding an association that will lead you to a practice of meditation that will help balance you out and restore some of your spiritual center, and get that energy flowing for you again. Help you learn some, what am I trying to channel here? Help you reduce the thoughts, the overthinking, and get more into your heart space, okay? Where are we at? Chapter 5, verse 5. Personal growth. So you guys actually got 2 of each. Interesting. Sharing success. This comes back to the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are trying to do this all by yourselves. Okay, if you needed another sign, there it is. That was some ticking on my door. I have no idea who. I hope it's nothing serious. No one. Yeah, moving right along. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, trying to do it all by yourself, not wanting to ask for help, okay? Taking all the credit for an accomplishment may satisfy the ego, but will deprive the heart. Ooh, are we touching a little bit on the nerve of what is causing the deprivation in the heart space? I think maybe. Recognizing the higher power behind your success and sharing the credit with others will give you true joy. So there you go. Partnership in your relationship. So there's an object for personal growth. Put those on your box checking list. And then devotion came out in reverse. Chapter 6, verse 6. Why is it in reverse? True bhakti, or loving devotion to the Supreme Being, inspires heartfelt compassion for the environment, for the other people, and for one's own true self. Oh, it's in reverse because you're not doing it. You don't have any devotional time or devotional space. You have become all about ambition, all about the goal, all about, you know, creating whatever this is. There's a lack of devotion is what this is saying. To a lack of devotion to your spiritual self and your heart center. That's why the heart chakra is blocked. That's why nothing is, this energy is being blocked and not moving through your heart chakra. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like that kind of helped, but I still don't feel like we're there. Okay, so we talked about what the blockages were. We talked about forgiveness, find sanctuary, imagination. What else does Cappy need? Okay, more messages. What else does Cappy need? We're going to give you all the food for thought you need, Cappy. Okay. For starters, you got to let go of pride. Pride has to diminish here. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So self-love is becoming a theme as an undertone here that isn't being spoken. And isn't that funny that maybe that's what the denial card really means? Is you're denying yourself love. And you've been giving it so much and so wholeheartedly to everyone else. So it's not like you've done a bad thing, Cappy. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad, this isn't a bad thing that you've done. Your intentions was good. It's like the, you know, the road was paved with good intentions kind of thing. But it's just, it's not working anymore. This isn't serving your best, highest self, okay? The worry is out of control, so there needs to be a release of your worry. Your worrywart self needs to die. Have some type of ceremony where you stab that effer in the back. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Well, that's good that you're learning that's a lesson for you guys, because that's not really a difficult, challenging lesson in all of the things in life that you can learn or spend time on. And then trust. Okay. Do you have to do it all by yourself? No, because the universe is trying to help you, but you're not letting it. You're blocking even the universe from helping you by your choices. Like, no, I got this. No, I got this. No, I got this. No, Cappy has it all under control. No, I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't need that. I'm going to stick to the plan. Here's my plan. It's a good plan. Okay, well, accepting that the plan doesn't work isn't the same as you know, admitting defeat or failure. There's still success in this plan by including other people in it. So I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Well, you're not really in touch with your inner voice according to this reading. You think your inner voice is in your head space, and it really needs to drop down into the heart space and be in the upright, you guys. So there's some heart chakra work that needs to be done here. Worry has created a vortex, and you can even see that the mandala here is kind of like a vortex. This has created a vortex of imbalance. It looks like, you know, you're being called to do some spiritual work. You know, if you don't feel like you've mastered the 3D, that's why. You can't progress in the 3D without growing in other ways as well. Okay, you don't grow only up. You grow out and you become bigger, and you grow dimensionally, multidimensionally, as a multidimensional creature, person. So Yeah, I feel like there's a significant emphasis on opening and addressing this heart space for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to include the link for the heart chakra. I'm going to make a note for the Cappy relationship, Cappy, to do a follow-up reading, and we're going to channel this energy come the end of April. So probably end of April, we'll do a check-in reading for Cappies. So look for that reading. Unless something else comes through or releases or breaks through and I get some kind of channeled message that says, oh, Cappy needs an additional reading, and we're going to follow along with this chain of Cappies here for you guys, okay? But I know that this just kind of pointed out that there's a relationship issue, but it really did kind of illuminate what you can do to fix the relationship. Really isn't about focusing on the relationship to fix it. It's about focusing on yourself, your self-worth, your self-love, forgiving yourself for getting out of balance, creating a sanctuary, opening your heart space, and allowing the divine and the universe to intervene and support you and undergird you. You deserve that, Cappy. You deserve to feel supported and undergirded. Undergirded. Oh, Lord. I tap out. I'm cashing out, okay? Thank you guys, Capricorns, cross watchers, all my subscribers. I love you guys. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you for watching. Click the like. It helps the video circulate so that it can help as many people as possible. Click subscribe. It helps get my channel out there, and it does the same thing for people who are not necessarily Capricorns. They can come to the channel and find help with regard to the video that resonates with them. Click the little bell so that you get notified when I upload new content. Never know when an emergency video is going to come up online. And as always, light and love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Mwah. Good night.